Hello, we're in Iceland and we're going to see if we can drive the entire country in 5 days. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yep. And with us, we've got a beefed up Land Rover Defender with a roof tent that we'll be sleeping in. We've got 800 miles of Icelandic tarmac and gravel ahead of us as we attempt to drive around the country and take in as much of this extraordinary place as possible and experience everything that comes our way. But our journey starts here, just outside the capital of Reykjavik.
We were just doing an intro here because this is a massive lava field. And just look, I think this is some sort of like tourist hole.
It's the first place we've stopped by accident.
This is the first thing. I'm excited by this big hole. Imagine how much better this is going to get. So this is it, this is Route 1, the ring road that goes the entire way around Iceland. So I said we've got 5 days, but we've definitely got less than that, haven't we?
We've got like 2 half days.
More like 4 days.
Distance is okay, it's slow roads, there's no motorways.
And we're going to stop at as many places as possible, so that's definitely going to slow us down. What's the one thing you want to see more than all the others?
If I see a puffin, I'm happy.
We made our way anti-clockwise around the ring road. However, there was a key section that we wanted to explore, and that would mean taking a 100-kilometre diversion to drive part of Iceland's famous Golden Circle. But before we went there, I wanted to do a stint in the landy, and as I hadn't driven a left-handed car for a while, Ethan made sure to have some good advice for me.
You're doing it backwards now, so left is right. When you turn the steering wheel left, the car will go right.
Don't give me that.
Have you got your lights on?
No. So in Iceland, you have to drive with your lights on all the time, no matter what the weather, day or night. Why is that?
Maybe weather can change suddenly and people don't have them on.
This thing handles like a fridge freezer. Watch out, Iceland.
Also, a big thank you to Isak 4x4 Rental because they actually upgraded this car for us. We originally had just a normal Defender and they went, no.
Our standard beefy Land Rover looks too tame for what you want.
You want the noisiest one? Yeah, we'll give you the noisiest one.
It was now time to make our first stop at Geysir Crater, or as Jack called it,
Big hole. What's it called?
Geysir Crater. It erupted once upon a time.
No way.
It's a big old magma chamber. Can you imagine the force of something to blow out a hole this size?
I can. Had one of those chili takis today for the first time ever. It's quite something, it's quite the hole. But it's also competing with the likes of like that. And then that in turn is competing with that. That's a brilliant first hole. Golf players be like, these roads must be so dangerous for drivers because they're definitely not looking at the road. Everything's so beautiful. This vehicle might be a little bit overkill, but has a roof tent, and that has solved all of our accommodation issues. The guy that picked us up from the airport to drop us off to the car, he said, oh, so you're camping? We were like, yeah. He was like, what are your sleeping bags rated to?
I don't know, I picked the cheapest one.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Did you not look at the rating?
No.
Are you being serious?
As the night drew in and we approached our first campsite, Iceland was kind enough to treat us to a sunset with an incredible backdrop.
Is it a good sign when there's no one at your campsite?
No. Are you bringing that up because there's no one here? Is there an office? What happens?
It's like they're not. It's like self-pay or something. We can get a lovely view though.
The view's great. I bet it looks banging in the morning if we're not frozen to death. I think that's us.
But before we set up camp and have dinner, it's time to relax with a nice cold beer, and that's thanks to this week's sponsor, Beer 52.
Beer 52 are offering you 8 new delicious beers that you will not find anywhere else.
All you have to do is head over to beer52.com/gear, cover the £5.95 for postage, and you will get 8 individual beers right to your doorstep.
Beer 52 are out to find the world's best beers, and this month are showcasing the best independent brewers in the world with a selection of beers from 8 different countries, including Germany, Belgium, and the USA.
We've got the light case here, and we're going to try a couple now.
So I'm about to tuck into this beer from Bureau. The can is wild. There's a 3-eyed cat on it.
Is that Alice in Wonderland?
No, it's a beer.
Okay.
So, Tell you what, you can do the rest of this ad. That's actually lovely.
If you're after mixed beers, in your case you'll find an interesting porter from Spain's highest rated brewery, Basqueland.
We've also got this lovely hoppy lager from Omnipollo. I've had that before, that's delicious.
Oh yeah.
You can also get cases with porters, but if you don't fancy dark beer, you can get a light case, which is what we've got here.
And you will also find some delicious snacks in that case. Oh, he's done it!
And you can learn more about all the breweries featured in the award-winning Ferment magazine, also included in the case.
And if, after all of that, you're still unsatisfied, you can pause or cancel anytime you want.
So head to beer52.com/gear to claim your free case of insanely good beers now. That's beer52.com/gear. Thanks for that. Right, can you make my bed for me?
This is no joke, guys, seriously. Oh God, even that hurt. Hey, this is some bullshit. This is good though, this is like the epitome of like all the gear, no idea, isn't it?
Yeah, this is exactly.
Ready?
Yeah.
That's better.
There you go, your humble abode. Oh, it's quite comfy, you know?
I'll tell you what, against this backdrop, wow.
Before I put dinner on, you're the most insane thing, Jack.
What's that?
End of April, it's still pretty light. It's 10:15.
That is crazy. It's 10:15. We don't quite have the supplies that we need, and all the restaurants are closed. So what are you whipping us up?
I've essentially got us pot noodles.
Sounds really delicious.
This is what we're here for though, Jack, isn't it?
Yeah. Pot noodle by gas fire.
Thank you, chef. Compliments.
Kind of wish there was some like, you want some piping hot fermented shark or something, don't you?
Yeah. Wow.
What the f?
Oh, Kip, I will pick it up. Good.
What did it say?
We've not been very Icelandic so far on the
food front.
on the food department.
Well, you know what you need to get? One of those hot dogs.
Petrol station hot dogs.
Yeah.
Right, finish this. Bed.
Bed.
Are these the sleeping bags?
Yeah.
They're so thin.
There's a liner with them there.
Well, what do you do with that?
Get it.
What, you getting that?
Kind of worried about the handbrake in this car. So this is where we freeze, is it?
Stinks in here. Stinks in here already. It's my feet, isn't it?
Is that our feet or is that just stale?
It's this old bag.
Guys, I'm unbelievably cold. Right, I need a hotel room. 22 hours awake now.
Yeah, but at least you got your sheet.
What is this?
Don't know. I think it's a fucking joke sleeping bag.
Does a liner mean you don't have to touch the skin of another man?
It's not for warmth. Or did you think it was for warmth?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's not. But honestly, take any layer you can get. This is not going to be good. In fact, this is going to be bad. You're like a broken man.
Oh, it's really windy.
We're probably just rolling downhill. Where's my sheath to protect me from the other men? It smells to high heaven in here.
Really?
I look forward to discovering your lifeless corpse in the morning.
Can you get the light?
What, the one that's directly above your face?
Well, I'm all in.
Well, what do you think's going to happen when I'm all in?
Me playing poker.
See you in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Good night. Hello. What's the time?
About 7:30.
7:30?
Yeah.
Why are we still in bed?
Ethan, how did you sleep?
Very tense because of the cold, and now my body is aching.
Do you know what?
Oh, I don't want to know.
I did not feel the cold. I'll be honest with you, Ethan. When we went to bed, I fell asleep, and I woke up just now when we woke up.
I don't want to know, to be honest. Oh my word. But that is where we've woken up, Ethan. The sun's in my eyes. Oh, it's quite beautiful.
Thank you.
Right, let's get up. Get going.
Alright, let's go. Let's hit the road.
Okay.
Right, we're all packed up. We're ready for day 2. It's dawned on us that we haven't actually shown you what this vehicle is. Well, this is it. It's a Land Rover, if you can't tell. A 110 Defender. But someone has stupidly tried to make it as wide as it is long. So if you look at the front, the wheelbase is, well, it's quite something now. They put these like massive arches on them, and that is to cover up 37-inch Toyos that it's got on it. They're wrapped around small wheels, which I like. It's very good. Diesel, it sounds just like an old train. Roof tent, obviously. We've got a air compressor in it so we can let down and inflate all the tyres. Tow bar for an optional trailer, which we thought was a bit overkill right now, considering that the whole thing is overkill. Snorkel for all the wading that we're going to be doing. It's pretty standard in here, but we do have CB radio for all the friends that we don't have. And we also have at the front spotlights attached to big old bull bar. That's, I don't know, bashing down some wildlife or something. This is the rig. It actually pulls excellent. And now we're going to carry on driving it around the entire country. I have not woken up yet. This is the wrong side of the car for me who's driving.
I'm gonna have breakfast.
What's that, cereal bar?
They've really spoilt me with the length of that, haven't they?
Your exes to you.
Also, when we picked the car up, the rental guy was like, don't use the clutch that much because you'll boil it.
He just saw you and was like, God, I need to get him away from my clutch. One crazy thing that I noticed yesterday, when we hit Route 1, the ring road that goes around the country, there just weren't any more people. It is so quiet on the roads. I don't know if it's this time of year or maybe people know we're here. I mean, look at these roads, just completely empty. And that combined with the fact that everything is just so vast and there's just so little about, honestly makes you feel like you're the last person on the planet with Ethan.
And with us being totally alone, we thought we'd catch up with a couple of geezers.
We're at the Geysir Center, the Geysir Center.
There's geysers everywhere.
There's absolute lemon squeezes around.
There's a right pair of geysers right here in front of you. It's just water that's boiling in a hole in the ground. And that is just so alien to me.
That's just science. Can you get in them?
I was wondering the same thing and then I saw this thing, 80 to 100 degrees. I think a bath is like 40 degrees. At its coldest, it's twice as hot as your bath. Whoa! What? Oi! Hey, we're having a look at that. Do these geysers smell of eggs?
Yeah.
Can you imagine how eggy an egg boiled in a geyser would be?
Oh,
I don't want to put an egg in a geyser. You're right. Pickled egg, maybe. Down the pub. Oh, come on, what's this? This isn't gonna, it's not going to do it, is it? Is there a button around here or something that you push?
whoa! Whoa! Oh.
That's handy, because we didn't have a shower this morning.
Right, where do you think the next stop is?
To find some elves.
To find some elves.
They're big on elves in Iceland.
Are they?
Yeah, huge.
Like Legolas.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's best elf, isn't he? He's quite a shot.
He's got quite the arm on him, yes.
Well, we are going to Gullfoss Falls. Gullfoss Falls is known this because Foss is waterfall and there's seagulls there.
I don't believe you.
I don't know if either of those are true. That was quite a highlight for me.
Really?
Yeah,
The geyser?
I really like the geyser.
So when you think of a geyser, yeah, you know you're going to get like the water spraying up, but what I did not expect is the shockwave that goes underneath the earth.
Yeah.
You can see it visibly.
It's crazy.
In that shot, the camera shakes.
As we headed deep into the Golden Circle, we arrived at our first waterfall of the trip.
This is Gullfoss. Gullfoss.
Gullfoss.
I'm so awful at this. Oh my word. Have you ever seen anything like that? Right, serious question. How much?
Sorry, to do what?
You're in a little barrel right at the tippity top.
No. One thing I also noticed, there's snow where we are now.
That bodes well for tonight's camping.
Oh my God.
You can't see the bottom of it.
You've got no idea what you would be falling into.
It's like I started this channel. That is terrifying. Right, how much now? How much?
Well now, yeah, I'd probably do it a couple £100 now. This bit would probably be quite fun. You see this at Centre Parks.
Seen the size of these buses? There'd be no excuse not to go to school on a snow day, would there? with them in the UK.
How are you feeling?
I was feeling really good. The trouble is, yeah, do you know what we've done? We've rented a Defender. Such a horrible mistake to do that. I tell you what, it's no joke though. If you're coming here and you're quite partial to taking a photo or stopping off somewhere scenic, you may as well not book a flight because you won't get anywhere if you come here. It is so hard for us not to stop and try and film everything we see. We'll get a shot of this so you can see what we're talking about. That would be the top landscape somewhere else. And here is some different version of something that beautiful and amazing just every 4 seconds.
It's
kind of annoying actually.
just ordered hot dogs. Apparently, people are recommending petrol station hot dogs.
Thank you. I've got little hot dog stands at the till as well. Oh, thank you.
What are the sauces in them?
What is this sauce?
Remla.
And what is that?
Some pickles and mayo together.
Yeah, it's very good.
So this is Icelandic hot dog.
Yeah. Great, excellent. Yes, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Petrol station hot dog, as recommended by you guys. That's amazing.
I mean, you guys just decide what we eat all the time now. Mad though, that this view, just that petty garage.
Car full of diesel and us full of petrol station sausage, we got back on the road.
Oh, where are we, Jack?
Is it Sell Your Land, boss?
What I prefer to call it Selja Landfoss.
There's some nutter swimming in it over there.
Is it?
Oh, you can walk around the whole back of it.
Oh, we're about to get moist here, aren't we?
Oh, this is how you get moist. See the rainbow? It ends right here.
Ah, it's a pot of gold.
God damn it. God damn you, Irish. Oh, I'm getting absolutely hammered in the ear hole. Can't see shit.
One thing many of you told us before coming to Iceland was that we didn't need to buy bottled water. So with us being this close to that Icelandic nectar, I had the brilliant idea of taking our flasks into the waterfall to get a refill.
Oh,
Hold still, fill up your water bottle. Oh my word, Ethan, you're absolutely drenched.
what just happened?
Did you get any water?
Yeah, that's pure.
That's so worth it.
Oh my God, I'm so wet.
You're soaked through. You idiot.
I feel so much better after that.
Well, after that shit you took in the waterfall.
That's not what I was talking about. Also, I didn't shit in the waterfall.
No, there are toilets there.
Yeah, no, that Arctic waterfall shower.
It did look quite refreshing.
It was. I feel quite invigorated after it.
That was very tasty water though.
Delicious. I did give it a quick Google just to check you could drink from there. It says you can. So.
Yeah, it's not like waste runoff from the poo factory. Poo factory's your nickname.
We were just driving along to our next stop. We just saw this cave. It's called Roli, and apparently there's a bunch of these around the island. It smells like Loggers Leap at Thorpe Park. This is crazy.
What is this little place? What bloody hell's going on here? Just some mad hole in the mountain.
They stored hay in them.
Hey. Oh, I've left some, look. Careless. Look where we are. This might be the most open, vast amount of space that I've ever been in my life. This is like we took a wrong turn in and ended up on the moon. And then there's just that over there.
We're at Solheimer Sander, and this is the DC plane crash. So this is a US Navy plane that crashed in the 70s, and everyone survived.
No way.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm surprised it took off looking like that.
Apparently the pilot switched to the wrong fuel tank. He thought they'd run out of fuel. He just switched to the wrong tank, maybe to an empty tank.
Well, he put diesel in it. He switched to the wrong fuel tank. What a colossal f*** that is, eh? Look, loads of people scratch their name. Ethan is a bellend. Shame we don't have all the Gear stickers on us. You can buy them. That is like probably the most natural merch plug we'll ever do. Oh, don't forget hoodies. Who's going to make the that'll buff out joke?
Just let people in the comments do it.
Okay.
We're like tourist hyenas climbing on a carcass, aren't we?
I wonder how many times this has been photographed. I reckon like, what, like 7?
At least.
Our next stop was Geysir. With the time of day right, here would be the chance for me to finally get a look at the puffins I was so desperate to see.
Why have you dragged us up here, Ethan?
Puffins.
Puffins.
Well, apparently they nest here. I don't know where.
I'm not seeing an awful lot of puffins around here, if I'm
Which
honest.
is a shame.
The view here is just mind-boggling. There's one, Ethan, look. Look, there's like 3 of them there.
And they like seagulls.
Hey, there's one, look.
Where?
That white one. What sort of puffin is that? Is that a huffin and a puffin? Do you know what they call those sort of puffins?
Seagulls. Yeah. Look at these guys just doing their thing.
Or being seagulls.
Yeah. Right, we should probably go because I've parked like a
Everyone is legit looking at Ethan's parking. They're stopping a bit like, what bellend is parked like this? Right, we're going downhill here for a long time, so don't have your foot on the brake the entire time down there, because you'll cook the brakes.
You can stop telling me how to drive.
Also, can you let the clutch out a little easier?
I do like one bad clutch change and that's it for me.
1 out of what? 1 out of every 3 you do?
What was that? Was there anything wrong with that one?
No, that was smooth as butter. You're making me really nervous.
Me? Not all the switchbacks going off the sheer, jagged drops.
The switchbacks on their own aren't the issue. It's the person on the switchback.
I'm a bit sad I didn't see my puffins.
You saw loads of puffins. You saw loads of white puffins. Dangerous sneaker waves. Yeah, so you get swept out right now. There's a yellow chance of getting swept out. We're here and we can't go there.
You've seen this on the left? I was just reading about this. Something to do when magma cools.
Thank you, National Geographic.
Look at the sand.
Oh, is that why they call it Black Sand Beach? My turn-ups are going to get full of sand. So you see where all these people are stood?
Yeah.
That's the bit we're not allowed to go.
That guy in the blue is asking for it, isn't he? Sitting down.
Oh, he's goner. We joke, but it is very dangerous. And over there is where we just were, where you got all that lovely footage of those seagulls.
Fake puffins.
Puffins? That's the yellow zone. Can't park there, mate.
Go and tell those people they're in the yellow zone.
No, I'm telling you.
With Ethan feeling deflated after not seeing any puffins, what happened next caught us completely off guard.
Look, that is a puffin.
There they are.
Yeah. That's mad. Never seen them before.
Ethan saw that there was one puffin, so he raced back to the car, and now he's got the longest lens we have, and he's determined to get a shot of a puffin. I worry that the whole trip will be in vain if he doesn't get a shot of these puffins. And to be honest, there is now probably, I don't know, maybe 1 billion of them flying in the air. I'll tell you, I for one am going to sleep so much more sound tonight knowing that you've got your shot of your puffin. How about you, Eve? Dead to the world. If it ain't puffins, you don't want to know right now. Ethan, can I have your credit card details?
Yep.
Cool, brilliant.
I got my puffins. That was my #1 thing to see here. Which is silly because I could go to Scotland and see them in Scotland. There's parts of Scotland that you can see.
Nah, they're not as good, the Scottish puffins, I've heard. Also, the Scottish puffins would hate you because you're English.
I could have been there for hours.
Yeah, I know. I had to drag you away, literally, from the puffins. Even the puffins were like, give it a rest, mate.
And now my body is starting to hurt.
Well, look, it's a straight shot to the campsite now. And once we get there, you can relax in a nice, uncomfortable, freezing cold tent all night.
I do just want to, sometimes on this trip, sit back with a heated seat.
This has got heated seats.
That's it? What? You're telling me this now?
Yeah.
We're like 1/3 of the way through our trip.
Yeah, I know.
You're a colossal bastard, aren't you?
Just had to stop here for a moment in the vast nothingness. Can you hear that? Nothing. It's been so long I've been somewhere where there's no road noise or...
It's also 10:15 at night.
There we go, some motorists coming to ruin our peace. Ethan thought it would be a really good idea to camp on the side of the road. And then I pointed out to him that it might not be a good idea because of that noise.
2 in the morning.
2 in the morning. You've just nodded off, you've just finally got warm enough. We've made it through the Golden Circle. There is so much more here to offer than we could even see in the time that we've got. And luckily, we have lots more to do and we've really got to get a wriggle on.
Yeah.
On that note, we'll be back next week with a bit of this. This bloody country. I can probably see maybe 10 foot in front of the car.
Whoa, the noise.
That was that transit going over that bridge. Oh my god, he's chundered.
Oh my goodness me.
I'm actually speechless. We want to say a big thank you to everyone that's supported the channel so far. A big thank you to everyone that's made suggestions for this video. I know we haven't been able to see them all. We've barely scratched the surface really, but Iceland, you just got too much stuff here.
It's too good.
It's too good for 2 men trying to document the entire country in like 5 days. Guys, if you like this video, click here to subscribe. More videos down there. And also, if you want to check out Beer 52, the link is in the description below. Right, let's go to the campsite. Let's push on.
Next to the campsite. Let's go to bed.